Good morning and welcome to McRae Crochet. My name is Angela and this week we are going to go over everything I've made recently. So, if you can see, I've got a big basket full of stuff I've made recently. So we're just going to quickly go through it all, have a look, and yeah, alright, so it is mostly toys because I have been into all the amigurumi. Previously to all the amigurumi I was into making beanies and booties, baby stuff, but it's summer so we're not going to go through all of that. This week is this basket full of stuff. Alright, let's get started. So, as you can see behind me, I've just laid out everything that I've made recently. We are going to just quickly go through it. So first up, I made a bunch of snakes. So my kids were into snakes a little while back, so I decided to make them some giant snakes. So we've got this guy. He is orange, yellow and black. So of course, because I made one, my little boy also wanted one. So we made him a blue one. So he is blue, yellow and white, just whatever chunky yarn I had on hand. And then I decided to make their cousins a couple of giant snakes as well. So I made another pink and blue snake for them. I don't have a photo of them, but big long snakes. And then I made a flamingo. So here is our little flamingo guy. So cute. Alright, so next up I made some bunnies. Alright, so when I make something I like to make a lot of them. I just enjoy doing that. So, alright, first up we have got this ginormous guy. Alright, look at him. He looks a little bit creepy. I don't really like doing noses and mouths on the amigurumi that I make. I like to just stick eyeballs on them and then, yeah. So this is this guy. I also like to play yarn chicken. I lose quite a lot of the time. So I thought I would try him in blue, and then I realized how much yarn he was actually making. These ears took a lot of yarn. So I decided to incorporate some white and cream into him. So now he's just got a blue hat, blue eyes, and he's a little bit creepy. But he is alright. But look how big he is. He is ginormous. And then I decided to make a little mini version with some teeny tiny little yarn. So this is the exact same pattern. But look how cute he is! And look at the size difference from this guy to this guy. Exact same thing. So they pretty much take the same amount of time, but huge, huge difference. Woo! Alright, so while we're in with the bunnies, we've also got this guy. So he looks a little bit like an elf, but he's supposed to be a bunny. Look how big he is. Not as big as this guy, but different sort of big. This guy is long and this guy's round. And then with the little bunnies, I've got this one. Oh, he's so cute. We've got this little guy. Oh, he's so sweet. So I had another purple one of these, but I don't know where it is. So my kids pretty much take off with all of these toys and we have lost a lot of them. So I've got what I could find, but I don't know where the rest are. In their room somewhere, in all the other toys, all the other mess. In my bunny, my little bunny era that I've got here with me. Got this little white guy. This little purple guy. Oh, so cute. And then we've got the big ones. So we've got this big peachy guy and this big creepy blue guy. Next up, we have this pink bear. Again, I lost with yarn chicken. Thought I would have enough hot pink and this little baby pink, but I ran out, so I ended up doing his ears peach coloured, same as this bunny. His ears are peachy, and then I just ran out of everything. So his arms are too short, so we've got a little bit of light pink to seal up his arms here. I thought it might work, just kind of stripy pattern. And then he's got a little bit of peachy around here to attach his little snout. But otherwise, it's a little bear. Or he's a big bear actually. And then we've got this little kitty cat. Look at him. He is very similar to the little bunny, stripy, except he's got little cat ears, he's blue, and bunny has little long ears. He also has little tail, cat tail. So these are really cute. They are just perfect grabbable size for the little kids. There you go. Next up, I made this little elephant. So all these patterns are just free patterns that I've tried, that I've found online, and I thought I'll give them a try. They're all free, I just do them when I feel like it. And then I just use whatever yarn I've got lying around. So this guy is a little elephant. Look at him. So he looks a little bit funny. So my little baby Atlas he likes this guy and he holds onto him in the car. His little tail. But he kind of looks a bit like a mouse, but with this long nose. I think I put his ears in the wrong place. So I thought I will make a bigger version and I will try to make a mouse because he kind of looks like a mouse. I thought I will give him a little bit of fuzziness to him, little fuzzy ears and paws. And this is what this guy turned out to be. So he is the same pattern, except he doesn't have the little trunk. But then he turned into a koala looking thing. So now he looks like a koala. So this elephant looks like a mouse. This mouse looks like a koala. But I had already given him a tail. So he's got a little mouse tail, but he looks like a koala. And then I stuck a little fuzzy nose and some whiskers on him. So now he's kind of like a grandpa koala mouse with a mouse tail. So he can't be a koala because the tail's not right. But anyways, they are the same pattern, just different yarn. This is the difference in size that different yarn can make. Same with these guys. Same pattern, different yarn. Huge difference in size. So then we go into our little chicken making era. So we have got these little baby chicks. They're pretty cute. They're so sweet and they work up really fast because they're a big chunky yarn. But then I've also got this little chick. So he's a different type of chick and he's with acrylic yarn. So he's teeny tiny. He took a lot more time to make than one of these guys because they're chunky. So I made a bunch of these when I was pregnant with Atlas. And then I decided to make a little baby activity thing. I don't know what it's called. But I thought I'll buy the frame, a wooden frame, and then I'm going to make a bunch of little chicks and attach them. So we have a lot of chickens at our house because we are kind of semi-rural. So you've probably heard my rooster going off in some previous videos. But this is the activity gym that I made for my little baby Atlas. Look. There's little chickens on it. So I've got a bunch of little chicks in these rainbow acrylic yarns. Lots of different types, and then I just attached it to this frame. So I'll attach a little photo of Atlas up here, but so sweet, so sentimental, family oriented, I guess. I don't know. Also in the chicken era, we got this guy. I didn't have any red yarn. He's got a little pink top thing. I don't know what they're called either, but that is a cute little chicken. So those are all the different types of chickens that we've got. Maybe we'll go into the fish. So we've got a little Nemo looking fish. And then we've got some little mini fish. Look at these ones. So these are all with little acrylic yarn, little cute little fishies. And there's this one, and there's this one. I made a whole heap of fish. I don't know where they all are. This one. So velvet yarn. These are the only ones I could find. And I made a bunch of these on a road trip that we did recently. So lots of little fish. Oh, also in the chick making era, I made this. So this is just a little lovey that I tried to make. I just free-handed it and put some little fluff around it. And then I made this little baby chick inside. Can you see that? He's a little creepy looking. And then I made a big sleeping mama chick holding on to the little baby chick peeking out the side. So I thought that was sweet for my baby. He hasn't used it, just sits in his bassinet, which he also doesn't use. But that's a cute little lovey for the chickens. Right, and then we can go into the bees. So we've got this little pink bee. And then we got a little minis. We've got a little mini bee, mini pink bee, mini peach bee, mini blue bee. Again, I had lots of bees. I had some big ones as well. Big ones this size and like a big giant one. Little mini ones. I don't know where they all went. The kids have taken off with everything and I don't know what happens with them. Oh, and I got this guy. So he was a bee I made a while back. He's a different type of bee. So he's also made with acrylic yarn and he took forever to do. It's a tiny little pincer at the bottom. See that little indent? But yeah, so he is a blue and grey and silver bee. He's just a weird bee. Different type. Anyways, Okay, and then I made some dolls. So these were a little bit further back. So I made this guy who is a dragonfly. Look. He's a little dragonfly. The little antennas. The antenna is a hat. Look at that. And then I also made a bee version. So I guess this could have gone with the bees, but he's like a doll, a bee doll. Look. So he also had a little hat with his antennas, a yellow bee hat, like this guy's. But it was yellow. But the kids have lost it, so I don't know where it's gone. But anyway, he can be a little bee in disguise, in a dragonfly disguise. And then I made this little doll. So this was an Addie doll. So if you don't know, my daughter's name is Addie, short for Adelina. And she wanted a little doll one day, but she wanted one that looked like her. So I thought I will attempt to make one. The hair is totally off. It's the only brown hair I had at the time. Here we go. Look at that. So she had this cute little pink dress. So I made this little pink dress with some little loops down the bottom, if you can see. And she used to always wear her little pink Nikes when she was a little bit smaller. So I made these little shoes, a little tick on it for the Nikes. So that here is my little Addie doll. So that's a little doll for herself. It's cute, it's sweet, it's not voodoo-like at all, so don't even go there. But it's a sweet little doll of my daughter. And then there was the turtle phase, of course. Bunch of turtles. I made so many turtles. I've given a lot of turtles away though, so I don't actually have a lot of them anymore. But we had this guy, little purple velvety guy. And he looks so much like the turtle, what's his name, Squirt from Finding Nemo. So I thought he's cute. So this guy sits in the car with the kids. And then I made some little mini rainbow turtles, and there's a pink one, pink and burgundy. So I had to dig these out of the kids' toy box, so they are a little bit dirty. And then I gave away some to my niece and nephew as well, which I also gave the big snakes to. So I like to make stuff for people and I like to give them away. So my love language, I think, is gifts. And so it's not about me receiving gifts, it's I like to make stuff and I like to give people gifts. I'm very generous and I like to just buy things for people or make things for people. So I've been making a lot of toys and giving them away to friends and families and stuff. So for Christmas I made my daughter's friends a bunch of little whale key rings and delivered them all into their letterboxes. Addie wrote a little note for them all, a little card, a Christmas card, and then we delivered a little gift for everybody, which was so sweet and so nice. And then for their birthday, so for my daughter's 5th birthday, we had a kind of an underwater sea animal theme. So I made a lot of sea animals, so a bunch of jellyfish, turtles, stingrays, fish, and put them into little goodie bags for my daughter's friends so they could take them home. So I made 12 different little sea animals, all crocheted, and put them into little goodie bags with a few other little underwater themed stuff. Anyway, so we've also got this jellyfish. Look, he's cute. So I really love this guy when I made him. I love the yarn, but it takes a long time to work up because it's so small. Alright, and then going into our older stuff, we got this random little birdie. Tweet, tweet. Oh, and I also made this for my baby Atlas. It's a little rattle. Look how cute. It's supposed to be a dog, a sleeping dog, but it kind of looks a bit weird. And the ears are sticking out sideways. But because he's so tiny, I had to find a tiny as little thing to put the rattle on inside. But perfect little size for him to hold on to. Can you hear that? So that sits in the car as well. If you saw my last video, I made this, which is a little plant to hang up in the car. This is a potato man that I made a while back. My daughter wanted a potato man. I don't know what that was, but he's a potato man. This guy's a little hippo. There's a little, whatever this is called, is a little bit sideways. And we've got a little heart for Valentine's Day. And a little ice cream. Also some bags. I made this bag as well. If you saw my last video, this bag was in it. But my little boho bag. So I love this bag. Look, it's so pretty. And it's got a little button and a little latch to go over the button. This one's not lined or anything. It's so pretty. Look at it. I love it. This is the other bag that I made and it just stores yarn. I don't go out with this one. I only just made it, but I don't really like it. But this is the other bag that I made. But I do like this one. I do wear this one out quite a bit. And then this is my shrug that I made last week. So I had this granny square making yarn and I thought it would be big enough Okay, so I just kept going round and round and round. I didn't change colours. This is just the colours that it came in. Look at it. So it's quite cool. But I ran out, so I stopped there. Right, and then we just sewed up the sides, and then this is what it turned into. You stick your arms through the holes. There you go, and then the back looks like that. It's a big granny square, but it's a little bit short. So on me, it's kind of like a cropped jacket, but it's a little bit too small for me. So I tried it on my daughter, and I'll show you photos up here of my daughter wearing it. So it is perfect size for her, and then my 2-year-old likes to wear it as well. He calls it his roby. It's so warm and snuggly, just like a little robe. All right, so I'll try it on and see how it looks. There you go, it's like a little cropped thing. So it looks better on my daughter. I'm debating whether I want to either extend it, so I'll unsew the makeshift little sleeves. Either unsew it and make it bigger. Got a bunch of different green yarns, so I might just attach it and just try and make it bigger. I don't know yet. Or I might just leave it as is and my daughter can wear it. It's a little shrug. But anyways, that is everything that I have made recently. Majority are toys. So if you saw in my first video, I have previously been into Amigurumi, so all the toys, because I have 4 kids. But this year I want to veer out of the toys, not completely because the kids will be upset with that, they like toys, but I want to make a bunch of clothes. So I'm currently in the process of making a jumper, and I've just ordered a whole heap of yarn to make a bunch more jumpers and stuff. Jumpers, bags and blankets, that is what I'm into at the moment. I've got 4 blankets on the go. I've got 5 blankets on the go. I bought some more yarn. I started on another blanket for my daughter because I was making other blankets, and then she was like, I want a blanket. So we went to the shops and she picked out the yarn that she wanted, but there were only 2 skeins there and it was on sale, so we grabbed them, but they were the last 2 skeins, and I thought I'll just buy some more online. And when I went home and I looked online, and they don't even sell it online. So I don't know, we're going to go back to the shop today, see if they've restocked it. Otherwise I'm going to have to change that blanket and add on some extra colours to it instead of all the same colour. Anyway, so this year is all about the bags, all about the clothes, and all about the blankets, which I don't have here for you because I'm only showing you finished products. I hope you enjoyed that. With all the toys, all of the different toys, and this creepy guy, I don't know what to do with him. Little flamingo, he's sweet. Anyways, so thank you for watching, and if you want to check out some of my other videos, just click up here and we'll link you to last week's video. Oh, and I almost forgot, so I made this little guy. Here's a little baby cat rattle. Can you hear that? So he is similar to this cat guy, sort of. A little bit smaller, a little bit less pointy ears, but he is a little cat guy. And then I engraved it. So this says, can you see that? It says Alaska on it, and it was for a friend's daughter, but she never ended up picking it up, and now she's moved away. So anyways, I've got that, which is sweet. So I was thinking, this was before when I was making a bunch of baby stuff, and I got a bunch of these little rings to attach little things on, which is super cute. That is it for now. Thank you again for watching. See you next time. Bye.